Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, the Ninja Reviewer here, and it's time for another exciting segment of the 12 Days of Anime 2019. On the 7th day of anime my true love gave to me, since we're on number 7, I figure, you know what? Something out of its 7th season of its series, or volume, or whatever you want to call it, has recently came out this year. And I have to point this out because, you know, I'm a big fan of it. And of course, if you've seen all my live reactions / reviews, especially those portions, yeah, you already know what it is. RWBY Volume 7. Now, what moment am I going to be talking about? I'm going to be talking about the moment where we actually saw Penny return in the very first episode. Excuse me. The very first time that we saw Penny return in this volume alone set my expectations completely soaring up, because just the return, like, we all thought that, you know, Penny pretty much died. Like, we all thought, like, you know, back in what happened with Beacon, you know, all that shit that went down back in volume 3, you know, obviously that's like some PTSD shit, so oof. Major oof. But like, we all thought, like, because there was a lot of people who died regardless, but Penny, ooh, like, I did not expect her to return. Or, well, actually, no, I kind of did eventually. Like, I thought they were gonna, like, just rebuild her from the ground. Well, they pretty much did, but like in a new sense, like it's a brand new kind of Penny or something like that. But I don't think they wanted to go that route, because if they did, then that wouldn't have been too good at all. Like, you know, we're all familiar with the old Penny, but this, I did not expect to actually find every trace of, like, whatever was there during the, you know, explosion, and then they were able to find the parts to rebuild her, and that was a very nice part, because I didn't know that they were going to see her now. Like, I thought eventually, maybe towards, like, if this series was coming to its end, like, I thought, like, around that point, but not doing freaking Atlas. I'm like, what? Oh my god. Yes. Spicy, but extra spicy. But I actually really enjoyed that, and, you know, just like a little hug, you know, against RWBY. That was a very nice moment, and it did get me in the feels a bit. I mean, by the way, if you have seen the reaction, pretty much, well, I'm pretty sure you would already know that. But regardless, though, that was a very awesome moment right there. Definitely, like, I just love the fact that she actually returned. Just made me feel completely happy, and off to just an amazing start with Volume 7, as it is right now, as a whole, as where we are right now. And, well, for our first members who are watching the 8th episode, which we're on right now, which I won't spoil, of course, because for everybody else, it's Volume Episode 7, but Episode 8, yeah, you'll find out next week, though, but until then, so yeah, so I just wanted to make this quick. Well, obviously the video wasn't going to be extremely long, just, you know, giving my thoughts on this certain moment, and yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. And like I said before, as of right now, where we are right now, Volume 7 right now continues to be my new favorite volume. Granted, while the next episode isn't really like an extremely long one, which is, you know, it is what it is, though, which I can kind of understand. They already produced so much longer length episodes and much more content, and this one, you know, it did have some content too. Maybe not like a shit ton of it, but like it had some of it in it. Regardless, though, yeah. Still, I mean, I won't really say much after that. I'm not gonna say what revolves in the episode, obviously, which you will see that uploaded next weekend, you know, during the after the holidays and whatnot. Well, it'll still be the holidays, just before, like, New Year's, pretty much. So yeah, so that is pretty much it. So yeah, alright, so there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you're RWBY fans, by the way, were you super duper excited for not just its first episode, but Penny's big return? You didn't think she was going to return, you thought they were never going to find the pieces to her, that she will remain dead? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Until then, that's pretty much it. So, be sure to rate the video, comment, subscribe, click that bell, join that squad, boys. Follow all my social media plugins, gamer tags, and of course the other links, which are for the 12 Days of Anime Survival Pack and also Bibi's channel and whatnot. So until then, peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky is the limit. And my manga fans, keep supporting, but you read what you watch. And I'll see you guys for day number 8. Bye and happy. Yo, what's going on, guys? And it's me, the Ninja RWBY here, and it's time for another exciting segment of the 12 Days of Anime 2019. On the 8th day of anime, my true love gave to me why I love Hunter x Hunter, the anime, and why do I think it's the anime of the decade. Now, I know this ain't really the 2019 pretty much title, but hear me out on this. First of all, when Hunter x Hunter came out, I didn't really think I was going to be too much of a big fan of it, because at the time, I didn't watch like a shit ton of anime sub, minus mainly the big three, which were, at the time anyway, Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece. Even though when Naruto was kind of like mixed on it, sort of, kind of, I was like a little bit on it, but then really not on it as much as I used to. But regardless though, the fact remains the same. I really watched more like subbed type anime, so maybe like at least 2011 to maybe 2012 the most. Probably around there. I think 2012 to me was when I watched kind of more like a lot of subs compared to like a shit ton of dubs. So yeah, that was the time where I actually watched a lot more subs at that time and trying to get to know them, and then watching the dubs, afterwards. So yeah, like back then, like before even anything, the only kinds of subs I would watch are obviously the big main three ones, which were Naruto at the time anyway, of those times of wherever I used to watch anime. Even before this decade, like a little bit at the end of the last decade, it was pretty much the same thing. It would all just be Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. But then around 2011/2012, that is when I decided to finally go deeper into more subbed anime, and that's where pretty much I never discovered Hunter x Hunter by then. I never did. I don't know if it was gonna be for me, because like as soon as Fairy Tail with their first season of their dub was over by 2012, I decided to go deeper and watch the actual subbed episodes. I didn't know if Hunter x Hunter was really gonna be my thing, but then I kept hearing, oh wait a minute, it's the same creators of Yu Yu Hakusho. But then it caught my interest. And at first, it kind of did, because it actually piqued a bit of my attention because of the creator, of the author, which was the creator of Yu Yu Hakusho. But I never tended to go to it, because by that time, there were already like a bunch of episodes, I think, by that time, and I really wanted to catch up to more, either Fairy Tail or Hunter x Hunter, and I went with Fairy Tail. And then around 2014, of course, is when it ended. I was going to watch it, but by that time there was more shows. I was going to watch them on the sideline, and sometimes I didn't know it was that time to watch a lot of shit. Like, then I started to get more into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Attack on Titan. I did watch the first season, so, like, stuff like that. Like all those shows, whenever coming together with everything, I was just like, okay, like, I do not think I'm going to go back anytime soon. A lot of people praised the shit out of it, but I never got that sense of hype. Like, I didn't know what kind of story this would be. I didn't know if this was going to be my kind of thing. It didn't look like it was going to be, like, it piqued my interest at first because of the author, but I just didn't really know how to feel about, the protagonist, and what do they do? Like, what kind of show is it? Is it going to be... I didn't know if I was going to even understand the concept of it until I finally gave it a shot 2 years later, after the sub actually ended, which was in 2016 when the dub started from Viz Media. When Viz got the license to the Hunter x Hunter 2011 anime to actually dub it, and I started to get hooked on it, I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe this will give me somewhat of a chance since the English dub finally came out. And since I'm not watching too much around that time, I'm like, you know what, it's fine. Maybe now that Toonami is getting it, let's just see how this is. Now that it's starting over, like from scratch with a actual dub, I'll go on from there and actually watch it. Then, as soon as episode 1 hits, and many others, I was completely wrong about Hunter x Hunter. I actually really enjoyed it. In fact, I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. Hunter x Hunter 2011 is definitely the most superior anime of the decade. I mean, of course, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I say in my opinion, will come close to it as like anime of the decade. You can say whatever you want. I thought we will say Attack on Titan or One Punch Man, but I say between the two, obviously JoJo's and probably Hunter x Hunter, because of how unique they are. They might be a shonen, but they are the most unique concepts of shonen I've ever seen. And of course, with the author Tagashi, which is obviously the same author of Yu Yu Hakusho, with that same kind of, you know, state of writing, I'm like, okay, maybe I can get into this, and think of that mindset of the Yu Yu Hakusho type of writing, and holy shit, I was hooked. Now, except this time they're not like spirit detectives or have like aura spirit energy, and it's more of just like, you know, Nen, which, you know, which is kind of like aura, but whole different. And the whole concept is basically, you know, being a hunter, meaning how to, you know, become, like, it's basically hunting tactics, like how to, you know, maintain food, you know, survival tactics, stuff like that, things you would need to do in order to help you survive whenever you're on like some missions, you know, for scientific research, for other purposes in life, you know, whatever. Like, it's just, it's so amazing. And not only that, but, you know, the main characters, you know, the other main characters like Gon, Killua, you know, Kurapika, Lilorio, oh man, Isuka, like, oh man, even though that's, yeah, like, holy shit. There are a ton of amazing characters to count. Besides just the main group of cast and characters, you got like a shit ton of them that are actually really interesting. And it's just the overall concept of like how each arc is really inventive. And also, I would say it's because the narration reminds me a lot of also not just Yu Yu Hakusho, but also Toriko. How it has like Toriko and yeah, possibly JoJo too. I love that self-narration, or that whatever narration, third perspective narration, whatever, that actually gives it that sense of, you know, what it's supposed to be, like what it actually explains on what the tenets of the situations are. Like, I like shit like that. That's actually really cool. And I really just like the concept, like I said, survival tactics, just, you know, to see whatever is, you know, to see beyond like the world that it is. It's just, it's completely insane. Like, it's really hard to say. Like, Hunter x Hunter, it's just like, I love the characters, I love the concept, I love all the morals and like the feels. Like, holy shit, the feels are just fucking strong when it comes to Hunter x Hunter. Like, oh my god, like the feels in this anime are just way too strong. Like, you just feel so bad for these kids. Like, you really, really do. Like, you feel horrible for them because of all the shit they gotta go through. I mean, you may think, you know, season 1, you know, whatever, before, you know, the whole, the Phantom Troop stuff, you know, where it gets like completely, like, turns a 180 and gets really dark. Oh my lord. Like, as soon as you're about to reach that point, you're in for a rude fucking awakening, because holy shit, it gets pretty brutal. Like, wow, like, I cannot believe how brutal this shit gets. Like, because, like, they go through so much, like, all these consequences, these sacrifices they gotta make and whatnot. Like, stuff that, you know, normal kids shouldn't really see and whatnot. Like, it's just, oh man, like, it is, ooh. Oh man. And I just, you know, every character, you know, gets major development, like, absolute major development. And of course, it wouldn't be a shonen, obviously, without its fights. Its fights itself are on a whole different level. Like, you got strategic kind of fights. You just got, like, you know, your regular kind of, like, you got, like, strategic fights, which are, like, the ones that I actually really enjoy. You got ones that are just, like, you know, just a simple, you know, awesome anime fight. You know, you got stuff like that. But mainly, you got some really cool ones that are absolutely off the charts. Like, of course, when it comes to the animation, it is Studio Madhouse, who delivers quite well when it comes to the quality of animation and gives the characters to life. Now, even though I finished the anime this year with the Toonami run, I did not catch up to the manga yet, which I'm trying to, you guys. I know. But then again, I'm a little bit skeptical because of Togashi going on like a shit ton of breaks, like a lot of breaks. And it's been like so delayed. That's why they always make the joke like hiatus and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. But maybe I will get back to the manga one day. Maybe I will. But oh man, like after I finally gave Hunter x Hunter a chance, ever since like 2016 through now 2019, I could clearly say now it is one of the most top tier anime of the decade. Like, it's just like the sense of danger, like the sense of attention. And then of course, you know, you got your comedy moments, of course, like all shonens do. You got that, of course. You got your like little sweet moments and stuff like that. Like, it is just, oh, like I said, like it covers like a lot of dark and mature like type of like issues and whatnot. Like, it is insane. Like, oh my god, like it's so brutal, but you know, the writing style, it's top notch though. It's fucked up, but at the same time, like, it just gets like extreme though. Like, oh man, there's a lot of things that get really extreme when it comes to Hunter x Hunter. But that's fine though. Like, I love this series. Like, this series is absolutely, like, amazing. Like, it is one of the best of the decades have, like, ever gotten. And, like, I never thought they would keep this amount of quality for all through 100 and what was it, 47, 48 episodes, something like that. But they did it, man. They did it. They actually pulled through. And I remember it originally ran from 2011 Japan, of course, you know, it's the name, to 2014, which is like the very end game of 2014. For all those years, they kept that quality really strong. And it really shows. Some people say, you know, differently in opinions. Maybe people will say Dragon Ball Super was the anime of the decade. But to me, while Dragon Ball Super was cool, it was actually a really nice way to start you back into the Dragon Ball hype mood again. But it was definitely Hunter x Hunter that had that unique concept of just everything from story to just like the environments, the characters, to fighting styles. It was just overall just very awesome. And yeah, I could see now why everyone loved this series so much. And it really shows a lot. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below of this segment of the 12 Days of Anime. If you're a Hunter x Hunter fan, are you still on the Hunter x Hunter hype train? Is the manga even still going on at this point? I really don't even know. Or is it still delayed once again? Regardless though, it is what it is. So yeah, so don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, click that bell, join the squad, boys. Follow my social media plugins and game tags as well. Peace, soul, love, chicken grease. Oh wait, and the bottom for the survival pack of 12 Days of Anime, and of course her channel as well. Peace, soul, love, chicken grease, and the sky is the limit. And manga fans, keep supporting what you read and what you watch, and that's it. Bye bye.